Volume up. Volume down.
Action in store for you today. And before the game, and for the teams that have been eliminated from the playoffs, Brent, these games don't carry.
Haven't played. They're chomping at the bit to get out there and show the coaches that they might have made some sort of confidence going into the offseason. They come back as better players with more of an opportunity next year to make a difference.
And still showing stuff on tape
From other teams about you joining their roster can increase.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. We've got Rudy Gay. Jeff Withy is out there with Anthony Tyler. And pushing it up, here's Denver. That's good from Gallinari on the assist by Harris.
As soon as Gallinari saw the lane open up, he took it right at the defense and finishes off his style.
Collison kicks to Gay. Pass to Withy. Broke loose. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Harris. Up again for Reed. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Collison against Young. And Young comes over to help. From the baseline. And set back by O'Neal. It's Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Collison dishes to Whit. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Sacramento again missing. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Gallinari's got 5 points so far.
Perimeter jumper for Gallo, always a strong suit, continues to get better.
Collison the pass to a flop. Ball is not loose. Gallinari against Gay. Pass to a follow. Inside. Here's Withy. And set back by O'Neal.
Yeah, they're a little bit cold here, 0 for 4 to get this one going.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And look at Perez there, just punishing the rim.
Oh, and you love the ferocity that Perez finished that playoff with. No layups for the big fella.
They set the pick. Collison kicks to Gay. Back to Collison. Off the run. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Wants to get it to a flow, though it does. And set back by O'Neal. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's Withy. And here in the first for 3. Gallinari's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Nuggets. So the Kings call timeout. They're first. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And were able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
Yeah, and they certainly did that. What they lacked in offense, they more than made up with defensively. It wasn't pretty, but it was a win all the same.
Follow against Harris. Just 4 to shoot. And for 3, Collison. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
They drew a lot of fouls in that game, guys, and that was the one area that really stood out when you watched it.
And it wasn't just the points that they got at the line that helped their cause. It was the foul trouble on the other side that went along with it. Several players stranded on the bench for long stretches, and the coach having to re-strategize.
Gallinari against Gay. They need this one. It doesn't go for him. Now Denver takes it the other way. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with the win.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense. season long, just about 72% from the line.
Still hard to watch the Denver Nuggets and not be reminded of one of their biggest upsets of all time, beating the #1 seed Sonics as the 8th seed in 1994. Mutombo lying on the ground, clutching the ball. Certainly a memorable playoff upset.
And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for a follow.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Collison against Young. Outside Collison. To the paint. Withy dishes to Tolliver. 4 on the clock. Kicks it out to Gay. Drills the three-pointer. Gay's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
That has to be a big sigh of relief. Now they can just settle in and try to play their game.
Harris misses. The Kings trail by 20. Fires top of the key. Gay can't get it to go.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
And not only have they been the aggressors, their early execution has been off the charts.
Here's Gay, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And Rudy Gay, extremely versatile, has the size and athleticism to play a number of positions. He produces, but for some reason, Greg, people always seem to want more out of the guy.
Yeah, some of the disrespect I think he deals with is because he hasn't played on a lot of winning teams. Greater efficiency and tougher defense are a couple of areas where he's still trying to improve.
Outside Collison. Tries a 3. The offensive rebound. Withy, no good.
Yeah, a bit frigid to begin this one. Just can't make anything to get the game started.
Young hooking up Prez on that score. Terrific play by Orange Juice.
And those two have such great timing together. They make the game look simple. And really been a lot of turmoil for quite a while. I mean, the Kings have had ownership changes, coaching changes, personnel changes, front office changes. I mean, that's been the one constant is the fact that they consistently are going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
And for most teams, that's where the high percentages are. No reason to take a tough shot if you can bull your way into an easy one.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. Young against Collison. And they double up Gay. Passes it to Tolliver. And he uses the glass on the layup. And concerning all the trauma that seems to surround the Kings, it cures all of it. Winning.
And the best teams in the league, they win with camaraderie. They win with integrity and trust. Teams are knocking on the door, but they still have some ways to go.
A follow kicks to Collison. Down low. Withy. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Love to see him thread the needle with that bounce pass there.
Young against Collison. Here's O'Neal. The rebound by Withy.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sometimes coaches just tell you about changing shots rather than blocking shots. Something like that won't show up in the stat sheet, but just as important, trust me, coaches know.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Darren Collison. How his last 10 games have gone. 16th in assists, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Reed, and it's Will Barton in for Harris. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Ashby has checked in for Tolliver. comes in for Rudy Gay. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Jaron Collison.
He's given them a little bit of everything this quarter, but his scoring has been absolutely dominant.
Lawson kicks to Barnes. Dishes it to Withy. Lawson outside. Back to Withy. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And that one's good. Jokic.
Giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And the pass to McLemore. And at the top of the key, Caspi. Barnes against Gallinari. Barnes kicks to Lawson. A three ball. And it's Denver with the rebound. O'Neal's got 6 rebounds in the game. Good score there coming from some smart passing by Orange Juice.
And Prez knew what Young was thinking, and boy, was the setup perfect.
Barnes with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Withy kicks to McLemore. Lawson up top. Shot. High post. And the shot falls short this time.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Nice made three there from Young, who is set up on the play by Prez.
Yeah, and Young knew to try and find space outside when Prez got the ball. Great sequence there from Orange Juice.
And McLemore kicks to Withy. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. As the NBA, Brent, becomes more and more of a skill game where versatility is so valuable, you certainly fit that description as a player. Do you like the way the game is going in that regard?
I do like it, Kevin, and I'll return a question to you and ask you if you think that the skills of the players are just more honed than they were maybe 25, 30 years ago because of their availability to these specialized coaches. This was not the way it was for that generation of players.
Excellent point, but have the rules then pushed it more that players can show more of their skills?
Yeah, there's no question about it that the league has tended to go towards being able to allow guys freedom of movement, off-ball movement. The flow of the game is much better. The three-point shot, as we've talked about, I believe, has opened up the floor, and you get to see the grace and athleticism of some of the game's best.
They get it again. And he was fouled in the act of
Yeah.
for a three-point play.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
For Denver, they have made 2 of the previous 3 free throws in today's game. And Brent, for the Nuggets, they know that it's going to be a growing process for a few years before they can compete.
Well, a lot of learning on the job, not only for the players, but for the coaching staff, Kevin. But that can be a great thing. You know, if you're rooted together in the struggle to become successful in the NBA, you're going to share those successes on such a deep level.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. On the court right now for the Kings. They got a follow. Rudy Gay is out there with Caspi. There's Anthony Tolliver, and it's Collison in the 1.
I tell you, beautiful movement off the screen. Young, so adept at finding room for that weapon.
Now let's go to the sideline to catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi guys. Z in that last game against the Hornets was outside with a number of steals. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Okay, Dave, thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Yeah, I'm with Greg here. It could go either way, maybe a flip of the coin, whether he's exhausted or invigorated after that last performance. We'll see.
And
I'm
there's a
Brad.
whistle.
I approve that steal.
And that'll be his third
Presidential
foul
party.
so far. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Drops it in from 14 feet away. O'Neal's got 19 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Now let's quickly bring up the list of point guards whose steal totals in the second half of the fourth, Justice Young.
And with these guys, they are always going to give you an equally outstanding effort at both ends of the floor. I mean, it takes very aggressive defense to put up steal numbers like that.
Well, proactive style of defense is one thing, but using your smarts is another. They've got great anticipation of where that ball is going on any given play. They've read the scouting report.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Case tonight of a game where a team does everything right. Fluid offense, lockdown defense. It's the kind of game you wish you could play every night.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there's a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And Gary Harris sprints out in transition there and puts himself in the best position possible to complete that shot.
He passes to Tolliver. Here's the screen. Stolen by O'Neal.
How that finish. And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into easy points.
Stolen by O'Neal. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. A follow outside. Here's Tolliver. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Tolliver's got his second basket.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
Very aggressive move. Sometimes that'll get swatted, but sometimes you convert.
For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Caspi with the bucket. Caspi's got 5 points so far.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Harris with it. Now guarded by Alfaro. O'Neal. No good off the back of the rim. For Sacramento, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Nuggets.
And you see not a lot of corner threes. The defense doing a good job of closing out and denying those shorter distance triples. That's what the smart teams have to do.
Young with the steal. In the corner, it's Harris. And Young kicks to O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Yeah, and just superb work there by Young. So unselfish with the basketball. Really likes getting the ball to his teammates.
Tipped away. Stolen. And he now has a 5-by-5.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Z. He's around 30 points per clip, 14 rebounds, and over 2.5 steals. All around brilliance for him lately. And guys, he's really taken his play to another level.
Murray's checked in for Denver. Alfaro dishes to Collison. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And again, the basket is good from O'Neal. O'Neal's got 27.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Murray, good.
As this offense has been running, I'm just getting tired of watching them.
Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
And you talk about a scorer who can just get red hot. Jamal Murray is that guy. Once he hits a few from deep, he just gets in his groove and can pick apart a defense. Will attack the rim and mix it up on offense if the D starts to overpower. Wow. You're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Collison kicks to Tolliver. And Fareed sends it back.
Gotta love the vertical lead from Fareed. Shooters, beware.
Collison with the screen for a follow. Caspi for 3.
That thought process was after he hit that first 3, he'd be in great shape, but he looks way off right now.
O'Neal. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Brent, you won titles in San Antonio. They led the way, but it seems like nowadays smaller market on TV. You talked about this before. So much is online. Every game is seen. Every player is talking about it.
Yeah, there's no way that you can hide from that kind of exposure. So guys who are looking at teams in the future of where it is that they like to play the game, big cities really aren't mattering as much to them anymore.
And the Kings making a change here. McLemore is checked in. Three-pointer, Lawson. They'll get another chance.
And even without that three-ball drop,